Okay. The list is gone. Oh yeah, of course. Last but not least, our valedictorian in this class, Dr. Sten Ekberg. Let's just get this, then we'll get to the entertainment. Great.
Thank you.
Oh.
So many incredible speakers. How do you round that off? Especially last two here, Jimmy and Jerry. So leave it to an introvert Swede to do that. So I'm maybe the most serious guy in the crowd. So I thought that since we've been doing the usual for 13 seminars, it's time to stop doing the usual. And everyone's already said all the serious stuff, so I'm off the hook. I heard some good quotes, and that just brought to mind one of mine. It's a Mark Twain. He says, "What gets us in trouble is not what we don't know. It's what we know for sure that just ain't so." And everything that we stand for in nutrition response testing, and that we know, all those medical myths, every one of those is stuff that just ain't so. Once we learn this technology, and once we get the certainty, we get into practice and we really start feeling good. It becomes fun to practice. You have confidence. So I'm just going to share one quick clinical story. I just had 3 weeks ago, a guy comes in. He's 40 years old. He's working at Starbucks, and for 10 months, he hasn't been able to lift the milk jugs anymore. So he had some hernia surgery, and 3 months after that, his biceps muscles stopped working on both sides. And he went to Emory of Atlanta, which is like the Mayo Clinic or John Hopkins of Atlanta. It's the prestigious, where they know everything. And they did their workup, and they spent at least $30,000 to determine that he did not have ALS. They ran all the diagnostics, the nerve conduction studies. He had severe degeneration and inflammation. And then he said, this started just a few months, just a short while after those surgeries. Do you think scars could have something to do with it? And I tested him for blocking. Sure enough, it was blocked to scars. And then I tested his biceps muscles, and on the left side, it held just a tiny little bit. I could push it down with 2 fingers. On the right side, I could push his biceps down with 1 pinky finger. And then I put some wheat germ oil in his hand, and the muscle was rock solid. And he has gone almost a year, spent $30,000, and here we have tools that can do what no one else can do. That's powerful. So take that with you and know that you can do things no one else can. So I think that's enough of the serious. And we want to give some recognitions here. Everyone's said such beautiful words. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. We all know Freddie Hewlin is a legend. He is a genius, so thank you. And among all my classmates, we have seen such incredible changes, such transformations, and it's really heartwarming. And some people say they can even see them in me. But I think that the single greatest transformation that we have seen so far would have to be Dr. Brad. When I met the guy about a year ago, he could barely form a complete sentence. You would ask him the simplest question and he would just bite your head off. You ask him, can I do this? He said, no. And is this a good idea? And he says, duplicate. And now, just look at the guy. In less than a year, he's just transformed. He's like a teddy bear. From a drill sergeant to a teddy bear in that short time. That has to be the greatest transformation. I swear, yesterday, I saw a small child show him love and affection. So, kidding aside, he's one of the smartest guys I've ever come across. So not only does he know all the answers, but he has 14 different answers for every question. And he has also 14 different personalities that we have had the pleasure and benefit of experiencing. So thank you very much for everything you've done. I need just a little bit of water.
A little bit of water.
So, to continue the not doing the usual, see if I can do this with shaking hands. I just thought I'd sum up what we've learned here and what everything we do is about. Some people think that food is donuts and beer. When you mention vegetables, they think you're queer. They like low-fat dairy and margarine and high fructose sodas with caffeine. They eat 16 tons of pizza a year. Their blood sugar climbs through the stratosphere. But no need to worry, simply calculate an extra shot of insulin to compensate. My neighbor is a healthy guy, he's quick to say 8 to 11 grains and starches every day. His low-fat cookies go in the electric cart, provided for free at the local Walmart. After 16,000 cans of Mountain Dew, he lost all his teeth, he can no longer chew. He says it's not a problem because, you see, his health plan pays for sugar intravenously. He says his wife is grateful for her excellent health and how she can contribute to her surgeon's wealth. They just removed her spleen, and after that good deed, they cut out some more parts that she didn't need. They took her gallbladder out and half a dozen toes. Every month there's more of which they can dispose. She says that her kidneys won't be amiss, since Medicare pays for her dialysis. Now, if you think this sounds crazy, then there is still hope. Then we can teach the people to lay off the dope. I think people are tired of drugs and knives. They're willing to change now to save their lives. They're asking us if there is some recovery. They're asking us if there is some discovery that possibly could aid in their recovery. We tell them with a straight face, that the cure is complete. It's an ancient secret called veggies and meat.
Wow.
Huh?